Welcome to RLP Audiobooks channel, the channel that brings forgotten books back to life in audio format, so you can listen to whenever and wherever you desire, whether you're driving, chilling, and even sleeping. Please consider subscribing to the channel and click the notifications button so you don't miss out on any other videos. Now, relax, listen, ponder, and enjoy.
Surah 31. Luqman. Context. Period of revelation. An examination of the subject matter shows that it was sent down in the period when persecution to suppress and thwart the invitation to Islam had begun. Every sort of plotting had started being employed for this purpose. This is borne out by verse 14, in which the young reverts to Islam have been told that although the rights of the parents are the uppermost after God, they should not listen to them if they prevented them from accepting Islam, or compelled them to revert to the creed of polytheism, shirk. The same thing has been said in Surah 29, Al-Ankabut, which indicates that both these surahs were sent down in the same period. A study of the style and subject matter of the two surahs on the whole, however, shows that Surah Luqman was sent down earlier, for one does not see any sign of the antagonism in its background, though contrary to this, while studying Surah 29, Al-Ankabut, one can clearly feel that the Muslims were being severely persecuted during the period of its revelation. The theme and subject matter. In this surah, the people have been made to understand the meaninglessness and absurdity of polytheism, shirk, and the truth and reasonableness of monotheism, tawheed. They have been invited to give up blind imitation of their forefathers. Consider with a cool mind the teachings which the Prophet Muhammad is presenting from the Lord of the worlds. To see with open eyes the manifest signs found in the universe around them, and in their own selves, which bear evidence to its truth. It has also been pointed out that this is not a new teaching which might have been presented in the world, or in the land of Arabia for the first time. The learned and wise people of the past ages said and taught the same thing, which Muhammad is teaching. It is as if to say, O people, in your own country there has lived a wise man, named Luqman, whose wisdom has been well known among you, whose proverbs and wise sayings are cited in your daily conversation, and who is often quoted by your poets and orators. Now you should see for yourselves what creed and what morals he used to teach. Surah 31. Luqman.
The wise, whose learning and wisdom was known among pre-Islamic Arabs. He was said to have been an Abyssinian, or Nubian slave, who lived in the area of Madian, and thus knew Arabic.
In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Alif. Lam. Mim.
These are among the 14 opening letters, which occur in various combinations at the beginning of 29 surahs in the Quran. Although there has been much speculation as to their meaning, it was not in fact revealed by God to anyone, and is known only to him.
These are verses of the wise book.
The adjective, wise, expresses the qualities of will, purpose, discrimination, and precision.
As guidance and mercy for those who strive for excellence, who establish prayer and give zakat, and they of the hereafter are certain in faith. Those are on right guidance from their Lord, and it is those who are the successful. And of the people is he who buys the amusement of speech,
meaning that which has no benefit. Described by different Sahaba as shirk, association with God, misleading stories, frivolous songs, or music, but includes all which distracts or diverts one from the Quran and remembrance of God.
To mislead others from the way of God, without knowledge, and who takes it
his way
in ridicule, those will have a humiliating punishment. And when our verses are recited to him, he turns away arrogantly as if he had not heard them, as if there was in his ears deafness. So, give him tidings of a painful punishment. Indeed, those who believe and do righteous deeds For them are the gardens of pleasure, wherein they abide eternally. It is the promise of God, which is truth. And he is the exalted in might, the wise. He created the heavens without pillars that you see, and has cast into the earth firmly set mountains, lest it should shift with you, and disperse therein, from every creature. And we sent down rain from the sky, and made grow therein, plants of every noble kind. This is the creation of God. So show me what those other than him have created. Rather, the wrongdoers are in clear error. And we had certainly given Luqman wisdom, and said, Be grateful to God. And whoever is grateful for the benefit of himself. And whoever denies his favor, then indeed God is free of need and praiseworthy. And mention, O Muhammad, when Luqman said to his son, while he was instructing him,
O my son, do not associate anything with God. Indeed, association with him is great injustice.
And we have enjoined upon the human being care for his parents. His mother carried him, increasing her in weakness upon weakness, and his weaning is in 2 years. Be grateful to me and to your parents, to me is the final destination. But if they endeavor to make you associate with me, that of which you have no knowledge,
meaning, no knowledge of its divinity, there can be no knowledge about something which is non-existent, or untrue.
Do not obey them, but accompany them in this world with appropriate kindness, and follow the way of those who turn back to me in repentance. Then to me will be your return, and I will inform you about what you used to do. And Luqman said, O my son, indeed, if it
wrong
should be the weight of a mustard seed, and should be within a rock, or anywhere in the heavens, or in the earth, God will bring it forth. Indeed God is subtle and acquainted. O my son, establish prayer, enjoin what is right, forbid what is wrong, and be patient over what befalls you. Indeed all that is of the matters requiring determination.
For the reason that they are enjoined by God.
And do not turn your cheek in contempt toward people.
Rather, respect them by directing your face and attention to them.
And do not walk through the earth exultantly. Indeed God does not like everyone self-deluded and boastful. And be moderate in your pace, and lower your voice. Indeed the most disagreeable of sounds is the voice of donkeys. Do you not see that God has made subject to you whatever is in the heavens, and whatever is in the earth, and amply bestowed upon you his favors, both apparent and unapparent? But of the people is he who disputes about God without knowledge, or guidance, or an enlightening book from him. And when it is said to them, Follow what God has revealed, they say, Rather, we will follow that upon which we found our fathers. Even if Satan was inviting them to the punishment of the blaze? And whoever submits his face,
self,
to God, while he is of those who strive for excellence, then he has grasped the most trustworthy handhold. And to God will be the outcome of all matters. And whoever has disbelieved, let not his disbelief grieve you. To us is their return, and we will inform them of what they did. Indeed God is knowing of that within the breasts. We grant them enjoyment for a little, then we will force them to a massive punishment. And if you asked them, Who created the heavens and the earth? They would surely say, God. Say, All praise be to God, but most of them do not know. To God belongs whatever is in the heavens and the earth. Indeed God is the free of need, the praiseworthy. And if whatever trees upon the earth were pens, and the sea was ink, replenished thereafter by 7 more seas, the words of God would not be exhausted.
God's words represent his infinite knowledge.
Indeed God is exalted in might, and wise. Your creation, and your resurrection, will not be but as that of a single soul.
The recreation and resurrection of one, or of all, is accomplished with equal ease, by God.
Indeed God is hearing and seeing. Do you not see?
No.
That God causes the night to enter the day, and causes the day to enter the night, and has subjected the sun and the moon, each running its course for a specified term, and that God, with whatever you do, is acquainted? That is because God is the truth, and that what they call upon, other than Him, is falsehood, and because God is the Most High, the Grand. Do you not see that ships sail through the sea by the favor of God, that He may show you of His signs? Indeed, in that are signs, for everyone patient and grateful. And when waves come over them like canopies, they supplicate God, sincere to Him in religion.
Faith.
But when He delivers them to the land, there are some of them who are moderate in faith. And none rejects our signs, except everyone treacherous and ungrateful. O mankind, fear your Lord, and fear a day when no father will avail his son, nor will the son avail his father, at all. Indeed, the promise of God is true, so let not the worldly life delude you. And be not deceived about God by the deceiver, Satan. Indeed, God alone has knowledge of the hour, and sends down the rain, and knows what is in the wombs.
Meaning, every aspect of the fetus's present and future existence.
And no soul perceives what it will learn tomorrow, and no soul perceives in what land it will die. Indeed, God is knowing and acquainted.
Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed listening to this book, please give it a like, and consider subscribing to the channel, and click the notifications button, so you don't miss out on any other videos.